Sunny C. Bunny said. Sunny 66 giggle.
Well, hello there, Sunny C. Bunny. Kat, thank you for saying something.
Big fat, ugly, bug-faced, baby-eating O'Brien? Hi.
Thanks for talking. I was out of the shop, and I wasn't able to tell if the VTT was working, or the whatever text to talk, text to speak, TTS. There we go. One of these days. Oh no, come back here. You know what I look like. I do not look like
Sunny
lights.
C. Bunny said. Hi.
I'm gonna go ahead and warn you guys. Sorry, apparently an ad break. Even though you guys should technically already be in like.
You have a magnificent beard.
Oh, thank you. And Sonny, don't mean to pry. Feel free not to answer while I'm kind of cleaning up the shop from weeks of not being in.
Sunny.
What brings you here today? You're a new guy, a new person for me.
100 distinct breeds of the domestic cat.
All right.
Sunny C. Bunny said. Cat.
All right. So.
Cat dragged me in.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad Kat's bringing in her ne'er-do-wells.
Cat said that I did.
All right. You guys know it's been like 3 weeks due to heat and torrential downpours, so I'm kind of behind on getting things.
Sunny C. Bunny said, "Hey, I'm innocent."
In the. We'll find out.
Eyes.
Don't worry. Cat's shenanigans are appreciated here,
Cat
so.
said, innocent. Sunny C. Bunny said, "You sinner." Said, "Don't get 2 eyes too."
So it's been like 3 weeks because of heat and torrential downpours, so I'm kind of reorganizing and refiguring out things. Like I had tools just laying
Sean
about.
Said, "Well, I had to jump in. I saw you were shaving and got scared."
No, I did that once for for charity. Maybe it'll come up for charity again, but no.
DSTRBDCHLD 1328, welcome in. Glad you could come.
Glad to see you here, Sean. All right. For those who are wondering, I got the other.
Everyone is in love with your facial hair.
I know. It's glorious. It's magnificent. It's very captainly.
Cat said, "Yeah, it was a bad time.
Yeah.
I couldn't be here until it grew back."
I know.
Sean said, "LOL."
Good thing is it grows back pretty fast.
Sunny 66 giggle.
All right, get out the skeleton keys because these are going to need to be open today.
OMG cat, that's savage LUL.
Yes, Cat has an unhealthy fixation on my beard.
Saw him like me.
All right.
Cat said, "I know, right?"
But it's okay. We love her for it. There we go.
Unhealthy.
Well, I think a beard's actually supposed to be a sign of good health because you can take a bunch of. Let's do that. There we go. We can take a bunch of different. I guess they. I really need to get you out of this box, but luckily you're brass. You can take a bunch of different like pathogens getting stuck there. Oh.
Thanks for the 1 bits DSTRBDCHLD 1328.
Oh, Sean, you don't have to give bits. A donation of rum is all I ask.
Thanks for the 1 _CKI.
Oh, thank you as well, Kat. Thank you as well. All right, we're going to put those there. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Let's see.
Sunny C. Bunny said, "Test it again. It didn't work, guys."
Oh, you guys are going to try and get me into a freaking hype train before I can even get things sorted. I gotcha. All right.
Japanese whiskey aged in Japanese rum.
Oh, speaking of which, Sean, where do you usually get? Where do you usually end up? I know your parent or your family gets it, but.
Watch I'm making.
Okay. In case Our favorite metal lathe is here, Mecha. J- the Beal wood threader did come in.
Cat said, LUL.
So for that big boy threader, I now have the proper die or tap. I have the proper tap for that wooden threader, so I can finally make big boy wooden screws. But let's get that over here.
He said, Cat Tabit, did you drink my coffee?
Yeah, I said I'm.
Said, so Sonny, the thing is, Pow doesn't use any power tools. He is manly enough to do everything by hand.
On screen. Because, I mean, you can definitely catch that there are power tools over here.
Shop, so text me what you need.
So, yeah, you won't hear power tools at all. I do own some power tools, not a lot. Most of them died in the flood, so that kind of reinforced.
He said, Cat, stop trying to make me attracted to this random human I just met.
I mean, that's
Cat
Cat's
said,
job.
Can you leave us in the illusion PLS? Pow?
Oh, I mean, it comes up time to time.
His wife is really, really cool. Sonny C. Bunny said, oh good, instantly unattractive to me.
That's usually what it takes.
Cat said,
The
Failfish Jesus, Sonny.
That's usually what it takes. All right. So,
Sonny C. Bunny said, what?
oh, the W word.
Mail said, morning good sir.
Uh,
Discord doesn't ping anymore when you go live.
It.
Cat said, nay yo.
Yeah, Nail, I've got to fix that. Something happened to the bot.
Trying to get me to crush on random people.
Something happened to the bot that was posting it automatically. I'm trying to figure that out. So,
And you deserve it.
we'll try and get that figured out for you.
I didn't get you to crush on him.
No, that's just my natural manliness, I guess. I don't know. This is a stick of mahogany for a small side project I haven't talked to you guys about. It's another tool, but it's one of those that probably won't get streamed because it's super simple and or it might be one of those like Wednesday night one project
You've been
streams.
cracking me up in Discord.
All right, there we go.
Cat said, not every male streamer is supposed to be subject of your crush share LUL. Bunny said, tried though. Failed though Cat LUL.
So, last we left off.
My pleasure. Nail. Laughing face.
Last we left off before heat stroke-itis and torrential downpour-itis.
How?
We were cutting out boards, and
Nail said, at cat _le_sticki, yes they are.
I did cut off screen. I did rip a second board down to width.
All male streamers. Just the one guy from our group chat eyes.
And I had cut this top piece, but I thought about it.
You are streaming.
Yes, I am, Payne. I'm back. It's only... Well, actually, let's check this out. What is the temperature? Temperature is currently...
Life in pain said, cut.
Okay, nice. It is only about 75 degrees Fahrenheit, so that makes it around, what, 22 Celsius? You know, shooting from the hip here. I don't have the translations in there, but I think 21's around 70.
Cat said, cozy.
So it's nice. I didn't check the humidity because I probably will start sweating like a dog because it's still humid. Because it's still been raining all, let's see, 68, no, I can't read, 65% humidity. So that's okay. That's okay, especially since it's below 90, unlike the last time I streamed.
Hi, I'm looking through the redeems. What's a dovetail marker?
Okay, dovetail marker.
The little nail said, thanks for the solution.
Oh, and Nail, I added a redeem for you that we talked about. I don't know if you have enough points, but I'm pretty sure you'll be the first person to have enough points, and I can guarantee you that Slime will not redeem that because, I mean, Slime already got her box. All right, dovetail. Oh, wait, why am I moving forward toward the... I still am thinking on the old setup because we haven't done too many streams in the new place.
Pirate without a hat.
So a dovetail marker, I will say hat stacking is not going to be legal right now
How?
because
Your hat on.
so this is a dovetail marker or a dovetail jig template.
Cat.
Okay, there we go. What it is, just a chunk of wood.
The little nail said, LUL, you assume I have enough points cause I hoard them?
Yes. I said you might not have enough, but you'd be the first one to get there because other people have already redeemed a ton of points and you have just been keeping them. So what it does is, let me see. Here's just a chunk of wood. When I'm trying to lay out dovetails, you've got a flat 90-degree side and you have your angle side. And check it out. I was smart. I finally got pencils. You lay it on the side and you go, okay, whoop, and then you go and say, okay, I need one here. And whoop, and you have your marks for your dovetails at the angle that you use. So far, there's only been one redeemed for that. That was old Mechaform. Hopefully he can join in on my I'm finally back in action stream. Oh, what? We're going to do this.
Sunny C. Bunny said, follow-up question.
Yes.
What's a dovetail?
Oh, I wish I had a dovetail box to show you. Oh, I do kind of, but well, let's see if I can do it.
Also, thank you for answering the first question.
That's fine. You might not be able to see it too well here because these are painted over, and these are also very shoddy because they went through a flood. My entire toolbox and all of my stuff went through a flood, so the fact that they've grown and shrunk and all that stuff. But a dovetail is a way to join two boards where...
I got enough points for that redeem now.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about it in Discord if you really want to do that.
Sunny C. Bunny said, Cat, I follow several makers
Yeah.
and crafters.
But what it does is you have splayed out dovetails like this in a matching joint here so that you can't pull them apart in one direction. And it's a very, very solid box joint for making boxes. You'll usually use it for drawers and stuff because when you pull, it'll keep itself tight instead of falling apart, unlike modern made furniture. Also, Sonny, just so you know, this is Minimax. Not every time, but most of the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is just a representation of my shop dog. Say hello. Sometimes it's not. Depends on the day, weather, and all that stuff. He's a very big outside dog. He loves. But he's also not feeling well today, so he is definitely not showing up. He's probably not going to be feeling well the rest of the week. He tweaked either muscles or a nerve in his neck. Oh no, the camera. We'll get that fixed, don't worry. So he is on medications and learning to just chill out for a little bit.
Chance said, hello all. Sunny C.
Hey,
said,
Chance.
I blame Cat for the camera issue.
Well, I mean, Cat is a mod.
Cat said, XEL.
Okay, we're going to leave it at that. So, what I was trying to say is,
The little Neil said, how old is Max?
he is going to be turning 12 in a couple months. He's getting old.
Cat.
So, we are working on a pine cupboard, or we're working on the pine cupboard from the Shaker drawing book. I'm making it out of cherry, so it's a cherry cupboard. Last time we left off, I cut sides to length and a top here to length, and we ripped one to width. I ripped the second one to width off of camera, and then I thought about it, looking at this top. This is too narrow. So I did, the standard woodworking thing of going, I can still use this board for something. It goes in stack. And then I went out and bought the last really big curly cherry board because then I definitely have enough wood to do the front faces and to widen the cupboard to like about 15, 16 inches. So we're going to cut a new top. That's the big thing for today. And then we're going to start, I think, ripping down the shelves. I want to get everything cut and labeled to what it is so I can stack it all up. and then we can start dimensioning it with the planes. I want to get all the cutting and ripping done because that hurts. Everyone who's seen me rip boards by hand knows it's intense. I'd rather be planing with a plane.
Little Neil said, "You're allowed to purchase more wood." Ice.
Allowed. I purchase without consent and then just get an earful later. All right. So,
LOL.
we're going to cut a 16-inch board by 12-inch for the top. Okay, and then we're going to start cutting shelves. And shelves will be easy because I don't have to rip anything. Okay. Okay, it needs to be 12 inches wide that way. Let's start playing around. You'll see my power situation in the background there.
Slime finds out via stream LUL.
No, actually, she already knew. I told her, because I showed her the size everything was, and she agreed it's way too narrow. It needs to be a few inches wider, so I went and she found out after I bought the board, I will say that. I didn't wait for consent, I just told her what I did.
Cat said, "I showed Slime the size everything was."
All right, let's get these stickers out.
Chance said, "You obviously haven't been listening to the Fine Woodworking podcast."
Nope.
The Little Neil said, "I can hear the shame in your voice LUL."
Well, Chance, go ahead and tell me about this podcast, though. Because I kind of want to know how that ties in. Okay, there we go. Stickers out. Like I said, I actually have a pencil today, so I'm not going to be cutting to a grease pencil anymore. But grease pencils are good for marking what boards are, because it'll plane off real fast, so I can, mark left side, right side, shelves, top, bottom. But this gives me a better line to cut to for roughing. All right. Okay, that's 12.
Cat said, "I love Pow enough to send Slime a care package, so she is happy enough to let him buy wood LUL."
Wait, what? Care package? I now have to ask Slime about that. Actually.
Not this month though.
Oh. Okay, we're going to do 12.
Sunny C. Bunny said, "Cat is my care package relieved face." Cat said, "Your face is my care package, Sunny." Sunny C. Bunny said, "Your existence is my care package, Cat."
Okay. Then we're going to mark this to 16.
Cat said, "I don't know how to top that." Chan said, "They were just discussing when and where to use hand tools and suggest that a bandsaw is the hand tool you need."
I could kind of agree with that. A bandsaw is insanely useful.
Self-care is being friends with Cat.
All right.
Cat said, "I'll go on Sunny, love."
Okay, we need that. And
Sunny
that.
Bunny said, "Him go on and take a nap with my kid as my teddy bear. Nice meeting y'all."
All right.
Thanks for the knowledge."
Have a good one, Sonny. Hope to see you back here. And now we play the sawing game.
Cat said, "Be safe, Sunny. Thanks for hanging, love. You rock." Chan said, "Plain OHI."
All right. Bloop, bloop. Because once we get this done, I can start just sawing 16-inch boards and going. Okay, Big Mr. Rip. Where's Mr. Cross? You're a Rip? Cross. Eventually this place will be set up where, I'll go ahead and tell you guys, this is something my dad made me when I was like 3. It's like a little coat rack, basically. And what I want to do is just kind of mount it to a wall or maybe mount it to the bench and just hang my 3 panel saws on it so that I can get to them easy and they're not sitting on other tools. Well, hello there, wasp. We're going to have to take care of your nest, aren't we? If you were a bee, I would not care, but you're a wasp and you're an asshole. Okay, I feel like crosscut first. You guys got to tell me if I'm coming out of... Okay. Going out of frame. Okay.
Cat said, so you want us to frame you?
I mean, you already have. Just say no to gratuitous butt shot, Cat.
LUL. True enough.
Okay. We're going to put that off until the next redeem because it's starting to fall off. And well, here, get some support under it. Oh, there was already plenty of support under it. I'm an idiot and I'm okay.
There's always TE problem around here. Cat said, someone has to.
Also, just double checking. Okay, it doesn't look like you redeemed that yet. I'm double checking to see if you're going to be burning points or not. Nail, just double checking. Because I don't know if there's, I don't remember if I put an alert on that or not. You haven't been waxed in forever. You're my crosscut.
The cat came back the very next day.
Oh, we're gonna have to service
Cat said,
pretty much everything. That's a spot of rust right on the teeth. Actually, I want to do this now.
There will be a next long enough.
Oh, they said it's one of those we will accommodate. We'll talk, see what we can do, what we can't do, and I'll get it up to the grand north. Ah, la, 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 la. And as is tradition, I'm purposely cutting this 1 inch long in each direction because you never know. It's all right. Just remember to make breakfast lunch as well. Or dinner supper.
Uncle Neil said, thought it was measured twice, cut once.
Nah. Deliberately make it bigger than you need.
Possibly my ancestors were hobbits.
Deliberately make it bigger than you need. That way you don't fuck up. That is how I learned. No. Cutting it smaller is easier.
Measure once, cut twice.
Sorry for the riveting display, but this is kind of how all the projects start, is cutting a ton of planks.
Fellow Snail said, where are you located, cat?
Now, all right, you should be about the same size as a bucket. See if I can get a bucket out of the bucket. Ah, screw it. Ha! Bucket for support. Or some support, I should say. I should have started from the other side because I'm left-handed, but that's never stopped me from being a goofball before. No, no, no. That'll be good enough. We'll deal with that in a bit. All right. And now,
At cat_LE_STKI.
we're going to do this for right now. I will get it stacked later. Huh, apparently I killed a spider when I stacked this wood. Oh, sorry about that, roof. Not Actually, that's a good point. We had the split happen here. We're going to be a smart little boy and go measure 16 from this side and call it a day. That mark means nothing to me.
Cat said, Northern Ireland.
Okay, that's not where you had me send stickers, but okay.
And I just switched to the kitchen computer. No, of course it's not a pal.
Well, now I can't come and stalk you. Okay, so it's split there from the overhang, so we're gonna, wait, that doesn't make sense. Well, I'm glad I didn't do that. Shoot down to 12. Wes doesn't pay attention to what he's doing. Nope, nope. Although a 16 by 16 square would be fine, I guess. Just more material I have to remove at the
The
end.
little nail said, what cha making at cat underscore le underscore sticki. Cat said, haven't made up my mind yet. I think scrambled eggs and something else. Not sure what.
Oh no, I'm sweating all over my wood again. Okay. Like I said, we're just getting roughly to size at this point. We'll see how long I can last. The humidity is definitely hitting me, but I have the backup plan of backup plans. Prepare thyself. I hadn't turned it on yet because I didn't know if I was going to need it today. Ah, yes. Wind. Oh, guys. Wait. Do you not recognize me? Thank you. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to.
The little nail said, scrambled eggs and AGLULJK. I know it's Scottish and not Irish.
Because this seems to do way better. Well, it's not a long rip. I could use the other saw, but and it's also a rough cut, so
Don't know any Irish food.
okay, I realize you are a very small board. God. Okay. It has less force with its teeth, so it should hopefully cut easier. Just don't have enough weight. I really need to drill a hole and make a hold-fast hole for this thing, so that this doesn't happen. Specifically. Oh, haggis isn't all bad. You know, I'm close enough to done. I should have realized that, but I'm now done. But I will take that into consideration. Chance. Okay. Let's label these and move on to the next boards. This is a nice little solid piece too. I'm not going to rip out the face board yet, or the face frame yet, because I don't want to kill myself. Okay, so top, side. We'll figure out left and right in a bit. Side. Because I haven't actually faced them yet and edged them. Okay, that's all walnut except for some scrap cherry. Okay, this is all my cherry. Did I label you anything? I did not, because you're part of the curly maple, or the curly. So we're going to leave you off because you might be face frame. You may have, but it's always good to share. All right, this is the shelf board. I can tell it's got the word shelves written on it. All right, we only need like 3 at 16s. Do we have any checking? No. Yes. Okay, we start from that side. Oh. Do 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 do. Yeah, I can swing that baby around. Wait, why is this not? Why did that camera go down? Okay. Must have been part of the whole like falling over thing. There we go. I'm going to let that water soak into me for a few seconds. I'm going to check on everything here. Okay. But yeah, Nail, if you've got enough points, go ahead and redeem it. Because that will become inactive while I'm building the box and will become reactivated upon finishing a box. So it's one of those get it while the fire's hot. It's a way to maintain so that I do not get a backlog of like 20 things to build. $16. And if I really wanted to, I could cut another shelf and say 1 to grow. But I'd rather have a 30-inch board in case I want to do something else. 30 inches is more conducive to being reused. And I know I need a bottom, a middle, and top shelf, and then the top's already been cut, and it's in the pretty cherry. This is just plain cherry because it's on the inside. Oh yeah. I'm glad you guys found your way here. Wait, how? This was like 11 inches, right? Yeah. Okay, so these boards are 11 inches, which are basically, these boards are going to dictate how deep everything becomes. Okay. Because it's my widest board besides like the super nice boards, but I don't need a 20-inch deep bookshelf. Okay. Honestly, what I should do at this point is cut it off that side. And do the smart thing and start moving all this lumber off. All right. Okay, there's those. So that I can start stacking the project lumber in a location, i.e. the stuff that I'll have to plane and square up and all that stuff. Stuff that's been rough cut to dimension is getting moved now. That way I have an actual workbench again, and I don't have to do it later. I can just grab the piece that I need, work on it, and then move to the next piece. Look at all this.
Up to you, but I personally think you should make that redeem 250k channel points.
Was that? All right, 1 second. I mean, if you want me to, I'll do it right now. I'm not against it. And yeah, no, I was struggling with where I wanted to put that thing because I don't really have a reference because very few big things are getting redeemed. So I will take you.
cat_le_stikki, does it really?
Right.
Cat said, possibly. Nail has about 250k channel points LUL.
All right,
Yes,
all
it
right.
really does.
Going into the bots, into the bots. Where is my handbrush?
The little nail said, no, I've got 130.5k.
So if you've only got 130, but you want it at 250, I'm so confused, but I'll bump it up there for you. As soon as I can remember where it's hidden in this thing. Ah, point redeems. Last chance. Going. Going. All right, it's getting changed.
Chance said, 249.
Oh, you came in just a little too late there, Chance. But I could do that. I could make it like 249,999.
Said, want to make it worth it for you, Wesley.
Actually, yeah, we're going to do that, Chance. 1 second. I'm going back in. I'm going to make it ridiculous. I like that idea. Boop.
Chance said, slow typer LOL.
It's this keyboard, really. Like, I have this little touch mouse, and it takes me forever to get it to go where it needs to go. Now it's $249,999. Special discount. Not actually $250, just below it. All right, and we said because we got our shelves back, or we got our we got this back. You know what I need to do? I need to build new bench hooks so I can saw on the bench. But that can be an off-camera thing. I know how you people are when I do something on camera with the hissing and the... No. All right. Either way, all right. But at least I've got my pencils again. No more grease markers. Oh, I did not realize the interference that was about to happen here. I can fix that.
Cat said.
What did Cat say? Because that sounds like... Awesome. I don't know why it didn't just say up carrot or like a carrot or something. Okay, so what I need to do... You also need to be there. Just move you as far back as possible. This is something that I realized when I put it here, is that I can, this will always fit underneath my lumber rack. I made sure that the lumber rack was put tall enough that I didn't have to worry about that. Okay, you're too big of a... Where's Mr. Crosscut? All the way at the bottom. And I get to be happy because I'm an idiot. But because I can just use this. It's been a while. Finally. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleeps all night and I works all day. This is going to be weird. You guys are going to be kind of upside down. Ha ha! I do like this, that I can just pivot the camera around. I really like that. Cut down trees, suspendees and a briar. Unfortunately, you know, the wax lubrication bit only goes so far when you're negligent and you don't sharpen.
Not allowed.
What?
How the hell does it work?
Okay, I saw sharpening time. I know what you want me to sharpen.
Jen said, the saw.
Yeah, I know what you want me to sharpen.
Cat said, oh
Yeah, it's not Stream Elements. I'm using StreamerBot, so I don't know how to... I can look into seeing how I can do that for you, but... Okay. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it. I mean, it does need some loving. Honestly, I think a quick tune-up is probably all it really needs. Let's see if I can find...
Fine. No worries.
Nah, let's do it. There are too many times where I take the sharpen thing, especially when it's a saw, like it's definitely a saw that I'm complaining about, and I still sharpen the plane blades. So let's actually be a good boy and fix what needs fixing. Yeah, you guys. Let me check something here. When blue turns pink. Okay, you are still good. You definitely need it. Now I got to figure out where it's sitting at. Ah, there we go. It's all right. This is the important thing to find. It's the
Chance said, a wee touch-up will put a smile to you. The little nail said, fix what needs fixing. Where is the fun in that?
Good question. Good question. And here's the fun part. I get to sit on freshly cut lumber. Put my butt sweat all over it.
Cat said, fit it until it's broken is more fun.
I mean, that's kind of what the flood did. Okay, one more pass with the joiner. And if you notice, I put a long file in here just to make sure that joining was actually going correctly. Let's see if I can get you to work the way you need to.
I did misspell fix to fit. Did I fail fish?
Nah, we all fail. All right, there. Got at least a little bit in there.
The little nail said, I want to see Cat stream LUL.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Cat go.
So Freudian.
All right.
So do I. Nail tone to 2 eyes too.
All right, where? I'm gonna start storing you. There it is.
The little nail said, LUL.
Don't even want to know how this ended up in there. There we go. I'm lazy and I don't remember things.
Cat said, let me know when I go live so I can watch myself.
What were you again? Let's see if I can. Thank you. Thank you for having your number printed on your blade. You have been remembered and loved. Okay. So this is, so my crosscut's an 11. I need my 5XX. There we go. And
The little nail said, 2 p.m. overtime cat.
honestly, this is kind of a nice cool down.
Nail.
Okay, which way are you gonna sit? Okay. This is kind of a good cool down from everything, so. Okay, nope, we're moving because I need something to sit on much lower than this. Move that. Give me a board. Is this even lower? This is not. How was I? Oh, yeah. I know what I did before. I know what I did before. I was like, I know I had something that I used. Like I said, most of my stuff is a level of disoriented. There we go. There, now I can actually see what I'm doing. So I can make sure I've got the proper. You know what's good about sharpening now? I can definitely tell, because there's still wax and gunk in all of it, which ones I have cut.
The little nail said, no sledge will cap out. Cat said, I will review
because this one has flame, a lot of it.
The little nail said, "This is an offline channel that's not set up." Cat said, "Then use the script. You know what to do." LUL.
But yeah, so Chance, I do need to like take that sharpening thing more seriously, so I'm gonna definitely start trying to honor it more often, so unless it gets spammed a bunch, because I do have some people who just spam it. But this is definitely something that it's it gets the job done. It cuts really nicely though. Not gonna lie, I'm actually liking sharpening this after like using it, as opposed to having an almost clean set of teeth where you're like, wait, did I sharpen that tooth or not? Okay, I'm gonna do that real quick. We'll be able to see it. Yeah. No, I mean, everyone has their own personal taste, and I like a little more fleam on my crosscuts. And the thing is I'd rather keep it at the fleam that I have been sharpening it at for a long time, because changing the fleam takes way more effort, and if it's not detrimental, just do it. Well, like I said with mine, there's enough wax and sawdust built up on the teeth that like I can tell what hasn't been hit. Okay, yep. Which is, I guess, both a blessing and a curse that I use wax to lubricate my saws. Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm very happy I bought this vise too. It was expensive, but it helped a ton, especially since the cast iron one I had cracked and fell apart. And guys, tell me if it's great in your ears. I can always turn down the volume on my mic or mute. I can do that right from here, so don't worry about it. Just tell me if it's loud. And
Cat said, "I don't even need any kind of noise since I started listening to Jeff." Someone is streaming. 0PARTY.
1 second. I'll read that in a second.
Said, one of these days, decades, I'll get to IIT.
Like I said, I'm just glad that it's no longer hotter than hell at the moment and raining. Okay.
Cat said,
Hey, free
I don't
fall.
care. Free fall said, no sun.
All right. Now we do the other side.
Cat said, maybe once you know it, then follow.
All right. Wait, that's not right.
Free fall said, you never know. Cat said, exactly. Free fall said, how's the sharpening going?
Oh, we're almost to 3/4 done. We got one saw adjustment left, and then we'll be on the last quarter. And these teeth are shiny like a shark's. Yep. Here's the other thing. If you do sharpen them frequently, you only have to really like run a file across the top once to joint them. I've never really had to do more than one joint or two joints per sharpen, unless there was a real problem or it's a new saw to me. All right. Last quarter. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Up too far. I don't think I'll need to set them though. This, I mean, it's still cutting, it was still cutting good. So I don't think they need to be set. And this is a good cool down break chance. Like, I'm not sweating. And it'll give me a little more energy to do more. Might turn into a 3-hour stream like we were hoping. I do need to stop by, at noon, get all my stuff inside before the thunderstorms start back up. If that tells you anything, I was like, I can do it today, but I gotta make sure to watch the sky. So we are still having a lot of thunderstorms and heat. It's just, we finally had a Sunday or a Wednesday that wasn't, either A, 90 degrees, or B. And with as much cross-cutting as I'm probably going to be doing today, this is a good idea, Chance. So I want to thank you again that we're getting the crosscut saw nice, mean, and sharp. And for those who are interested in learning how to... those who are interested in learning how to sharpen their own saws, Lee Valley does have a full set of files for sharpening saws. That's actually where I got mine. Seem to be pretty good. I've only had to replace them once. I mean, I'll still have to replace them after a bit, but they seem to be pretty good steel because they last a good bit. There we are. All right. And these little guys are useful because they are small files. I just don't have a bunch of them on all of them. I just have the one and I just switch them out each time I need to use them. Okay. And I really do like their little file bag because it does organize and tell me which file's which. Because I couldn't tell you from the looking at them. All right. Should work pretty dang good. This is more just to make sure there's some wax on the new steel because this is an unconditioned environment. I don't know where to put you. Put you there. Swing low. Sweet. Oh, okay, that might explain it a little bit. There we go. Ah, okay. Now I see what's going on.
I would suggest a golf ball or a sub-file handle.
That's probably not a bad idea. Let's see what. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. That is bad. Okay, okay. Definitely want you locked that way. Because it was not holding. There we go. Ah, that was part of the problem right there. Okay. Okay, you can't actually see me in the top down good, or see the saw at least. Okay, you're a little too tall. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Doesn't mean I don't have a plan. Just means the plan's different. Because I am not splitting the ends of boards. Do 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 do. We'll just do it by hand. It's going to be way too much stuff to move. That little bit doesn't bother me. These shelves are going to get thinned a little bit anyways, but all right, that is shelf 1, label and stack. I'll get it properly stickered off camera, because you guys don't need to watch me try and locate random scraps of wood that are the same thickness. Do do do. Oh, next. Oh, this one's going to be already marked. Cool. Good, good, good. There we go. But glad you guys showed up. I'm glad I'm able to work again. I know how this works. There. Always want to be about 4 inches off the bench. Oh. Eh. Yeah, and the other thing is the edges are going to be in dados anyway, so imperfections will be hidden. Oh, Chance, you were dead on right. This thing just needed a tuning. Just a quick tune-up. Solved pretty much all its problems. All right, what are we looking at? All right, because over that fan I can't really hear anymore. We should probably turn that on. Turn that up. All right. I'm getting my poofy hair. Maybe I should start using mousse for streams so I don't get like the super awesome, you know, I've been working in humidity hair. But, eh. Oh, and here's a fun fact I found out yesterday. I am at 24 of 25 people consistently talking on stream to get more VIP badges for people. I'm not asking, I just found it funny that I'm literally one under.
The little nail says, get a haircut, a hippie.
Maybe. Actually, me and Slime were talking about that, what I want my next haircut to look like. Because, I mean, like, there is just the standard, you know, man's cut that I usually do, but I'm thinking of doing something to help accentuate the fact that I have a long beard as well. That's not long hair, but not just a standard office cut. Not quite, but I mean, like, I'm thinking of doing...
I'll talk more.
Well, you guys don't have to. Like, I just found it funny, and like, I never have that many people unless I get rated.
The little nail says, I know it gets the viewers going.
Yeah, Mohawk Woodworks.
Said, bite your tongue, little nail.
Because honestly, I'm thinking of like short on sides, long on top, and then kind of just using some mousse and combing it to one side or the other. Not like emo hair, but like long enough that short enough that it looks nice, but long enough that it doesn't look like I got a crew cut.
Clean cut shave.
Oh, you might anger Kat if I get a clean cut and a shave again. What's it been, like 3 years since I shaved? Or shaved it all off? had well, shaved it except for the mustache, I should say. I was Roy Underhill for that. Oh, man, I love the fact that my mods rile each other. Okay.
Cat, where are you?
Making haggis. Okay, now hold like hell. And a very, very light touch, slow cuts, so that you don't splinter it out. Shelf 2. On to shelf 3. We're getting somewhere, guys, because let's see. Once we get the shelves done, we got to do backboards, which here are the backboards, and the face frame boards. We may not get all the way there, but I'm really glad we have a stack of this is lumber we're using. This is lumber that's been rough cut for this job. Also, like I said the last time, I'm very happy that I've moved back into furniture and boxes and not shop furniture, not shop implements, not building the shop. You really are just trying to rile her off, aren't you? I take no responsibility for your actions. I will just laugh and drink a beer. But I'm glad to be back at the point of furniture making. I mean, building the toolbox was like one of those things where like it was almost furniture. It was furniture making, but shop furniture, so I was very happy about that. Oh, and as a reminder, the first weekend of September, there's probably not going to be, no, there will not be a stream. I'm not going to say probably, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys, there's not going to be a stream. I will be in Amana, Iowa, for the Handworks convention. It's a bunch of hand tool makers are going to be there, and a lot of hand tool woodworkers are going to end up going there too. I'm going to end up meeting Roy Underhill, you know, Lord Savior and patron saint of hand tool woodworking. James Wright will be there, and Rex Kruger will also be there. So I'm going to just be having a good time that weekend. I'll try and see if I'm able to get some footage, or footage, as Slime likes to correct me. If not, please don't expect footage because I don't know if I'm going to be allowed. But regardless, I'm going to be able to meet them, at least snap a few pictures. And who knows? I mean, Lee Nilsson's going to be there. Hopefully the old man's going to be there. I'd love to meet Tom. MS Bickford, so Matt Bickford, the guy who made my my molding planes, he'll be there. I'll get to meet him in person. It's going to be one of those like kid in a candy store moments for me. And for those who want to go, it is free admission. So you can just show up. I will tell you, it's going to be at this point, very hard to get a hotel room. I almost couldn't go because it took me a good while to find a hotel that wasn't booked. Solid.
Be sure to wear your pirate hat.
I may. I know I'll be wearing the black plain old woodworking t-shirt.
Is Slime going?
She will not. Not will not, but does not want to go. Which is fine. At one point she was interested, but then she realized it's not really it's not really like a Comic-Con or something like that. There's only a couple panels, and it's all hand tool woodworking and a lot of hand tool makers. So it's more like it's more geared toward me than her. But I'm okay with that. Man, this thing cuts way better. Right. Okay, so we've got front, back, tops, and shelves. And we got stuff all over the place. 10:39, Jesus. Has it really only been like an hour and a half? I may need to refill my water soon. Also, let me look at where our power's at. I am still hooked up to solar. We're not getting a lot of solar. We're getting good because it is partially cloudy today. We're still getting a good amount, just not as much as we usually do when it's sunny. Oh, of course. OBSBot, come on. Do you see me? Okay, good. Y'all got to tell me when that thing craps out. It's a nice feature, but man, when it craps out, it just stares at the sun. All right. So we know it's going to be about 16 inches wide. That tells us how many boards we need for the back.
Chance said, sharp saw slows time.
Okay. These are the back boards. I should have enough. Let's get the stickers out of the way real quick.
Cat said, nail.
Because we're just gonna.
I am your nail.
She was just antagonizing you, that's all. We're gonna put this over here because this is gonna get restacked into the not for project pile.
Cat said, no he shouldn't.
I'll go ahead and say Slime agrees with you, Cat.
The little nail said, why? Chance said, Cat's paw here to pull the nail. Cat said, talk.
Okay, there's all
I got
that.
Slime on my side. I win.
I mean, Slime doesn't control if I shave or not. I will tell you that. She has influence on me shaving, but if I feel like it's time to go down to clean and start anew, it comes off.
The little nail said, PFFTT think of the content. Cat slides a tenner into Slime's purse.
Okay, and these are what, well, actually all of them were considered possible backboards. How wide are you? Boards, because we got to get 16 at 4 1/4, so.
Chance said, I just get nagged to trim.
But all these generically about the same width boards. Okay, so this is 4.5 inches wide. I think the rest of them are about the same width. So they're probably about 5 or 6 inches. 5 3/4, 6. Okay, yeah, we're going to cut them from the 6-inch boards. We need to do 16. It's only 4 foot tall overall. I don't know how far off the bottom I'm going to make the feet, so I could just do 4 foot boards until we get there, which will work. Most likely, because these are most likely 8 foot boards. And I say most likely because that's usually what I buy is 8 foot boards. Yeah, a little bit more than 8 foot, so we'll have a little bit of junk in the trunk. So yeah. Let's also flip this because this is a very big chip right there. But yeah, okay, so we would need 4 boards to cover 16. Okay. And we can figure out the spacing of how those boards want to go later. And I don't even have to really cut them accurately because it's going to be less than 4 foot whatever I do. So boop. Like, I'm not going to cut that to 4 foot because it's like 4 foot 4 inches. Why waste time? On a few inches when I'm going to be cutting a few inches off of the 4 foot ones as well. Maybe 6 inches, 12 inches, who knows? This is kind of how I work. This is why I have a lot of small scrap as well, if you haven't noticed. Okay.
Cat said, small scrap equals pin blanks.
If I had a lathe. If I only had a
Tiny
lathe.
scrap equals bead blanks.
If I only had a lathe. Do I have something about that thickness?
Send them to WCW. Laughing face.
I probably have. This is why I need to make bench hooks again. The old ones got destroyed. And I don't have 4 foot off the end of this anymore. Wait, Wes, you have more than one direction you can saw. You're an idiot. But I mean, you're a lovable idiot. I really like that I can just swing that. That is by far one of those things where you're just like, I don't know. I didn't know how useful that was going to be and how much I love it. I was just trying to find a way to get the overhead cam. I just needed an overhead cam, and this thing worked like a charm. Ha 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 ha! Ah ha ha ha! Ah ha 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 ha! Mwah ha ha! Mwah ha 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 ha! All right.
LUL. Free Fall said, I was busy making / eating breakfast in Googling Amana, Iowa. 3.2 hours away from me.
Wait, freefall? What? You're giving away geographic information there. I'll give you a hint. 4 hours away from me. That's about the only hint I'm giving you. We can probably talk later. But it sounds like you're either very close to me or 8 hours away.
I'm in Rochester, MN. Come find me.
Okay.
LOL.
Rochester. Huh. It's possible. I mean, I'm in Missouri. So it might be a longer drive than needed, but it's not
Cat
the...
said, do you have a late clash? Free Fall said, wrong direction.
Yeah, you're in the 8-hour direction of the circle of 4 hours from Amana. And now,
Yes, at cat_Ellie_STKI. But actually, no. Cat said,
so let it be known I can hang 4 feet from the back of the bench, but I could also move the bench if I really wanted to. Okay, that's 2 backboards, and we only need 4. So 1 more cut and we have backboards. Back. Everything's getting planed at some point, so I'm not really
Free Fall said,
worried.
it's a 1940s hobby lathe that currently has no motor. I haven't tossed it, because it was my grandfather's.
Like I said, we'll get this all stacked in a bit. I'm just laughing at how much lumber I'm finally going through. If I only had a lathe. Needs to be about that far.
Cat said, if it is that old, you can just put a motor on it. Or even turtle.
Yeah, I'm eventually going to get to that treadle lathe portion of a build. I've got all the cast iron I would ever need. I just got to build everything else. I even have belts for it. Old Singer belts.
You should. How?
It's one of those, I want to do some furniture
Cat
building.
said, I still have my GRFS lathe as well, which needs a motor.
Yeah. I just want to do some furniture building and get back into
Have
the
enough pen
to the
lights
game
make use of it. Laughing face.
before I
Free
go
Fall
back
said,
into
it's
shop
tiny,
furniture.
has no chuck, and not worth spending a dime on. Cat said, I am not talking about spending money on it.
Just labor, heart, sweat, and tears.
Get a random device that has something turning and take that motor.
Okay. Back.
Free Fall said, motors aren't free.
Double check. We good?
Sharper said, "Good morning, Wes."
Hello, hello.
Cat said, "Yeah, they are if you're clever about it."
I think cat
Don't
means
have to buy one.
devious about it.
Pet Sharper, welcome in.
Oh God, no! No! Hooray for padding on the floor!
I'm not clever. Ha ha ball.
Hooray for foam padding. We are in the funny farm.
Cat said, "You do strike me as clever." Frankly, take an old mixer or something. You all know. Cat said, "Doesn't have to be compatible with the washing machine. Let him think."
Actually, the best way to do it, and
Chen said, "Alas, washers/dryers don't have suitable motors anymore."
is maybe go to a garage sale and see if they got like an old, like circular saw or something.
Cat said, "The new ones are crap." Agreed.
There we go. That would be the last of the backboards.
Yes, or circular saw.
Circular saw is probably the best way to get the engine, the motor. Because it's just a DC motor.
Remember, my first lathe was a Dremel and a vise.
All right, so that is backboards, shelves, tops, sides.
Don't do it though, because duty cycle, which I didn't know anything about.
Oh yeah, duty cycles. Yeah. Duty. Duty to do. Okay, one's that coming under the cables. What time is it? It's almost 11. I hate to do this to you guys, but I really don't want to do the face frames because that's two very, very long rips. But I mean, we did stream for 2 hours at least. It's just, I really don't want to do two 4-foot rips right now. I might do them in between, might do them Wednesday, but I'm glad that we have, it's ugly right now, but a stack of lumber that is basically 90% of everything except the face frame and the doors.
You can start them and then stop if you have to.
Yeah. I'm honestly getting to the point where I'm getting hungry as well, which is part of what happens during the stream is I work off my breakfast and I'm like, it's getting to food time, even though it's only 11. Okay, so let's think about what I've got left. You know, the stupid style content.
The little nail said, "What is for lunch?"
I do not know. I do not know at the moment. So let's see. Here we go. Pine cupboard. I could really try and challenge myself and just do every single thing out of this book. Pine cupboard. Okay, so what we have cut.
Chan said, "How sharp is the 4-point rib saw?"
Honestly, I need to touch it up. It's actually sharp. I would like to touch it up, but it is sharp because it will rip like a demon. But I do need to touch it up. It's just right now I don't have the chemical energy inside me to do 4-foot rips. Is my problem. We got one more cut I've got to make.
Come on over. I'll make you an egg, ham, cheddar cheese, and fried tomato sandwich.
All right, we do need to make one more 16-inch board. Yay for opening the book and going, oh shit. All right, so I'm a little bit wrong. I need one more shelf. So we're gonna make that shelf.
Yes, cat.
Okay, so
Cat said, cool.
all right. So we cut all the boards for the back. We're about to be done with all the shelves because
Clash. Theorem 11 you rock.
yeah, we're one shelf off. So we're gonna get one more board cut for the thing. So we'll cut that. What we're missing at the moment, we've got the top,
Little
the
nail
sides.
Surprised face. I didn't know you knew such language.
Wait, what did I say? What was it even mean? We haven't cut anything for the door. The door is going to be like the absolute
Shit.
last thing. Oh, okay. Now, you've been on my stream long enough to know. I've got some sailor mouth going. Okay, so we haven't cut anything for the door. That's fine. That's the last thing to cut and do anyways. We would have the carcass put together before we even try the door anyways. Because you size the door for the opening. We need to get the face frame cut. We need to get one more shelf cut. Sorry, I'm going to bring this back over here so you guys. Okay, we've got sides. We've got the back cut. We need to cut one more shelf. So we're going to go ahead and cut that. We've got 3 shelves cut already. The top's already cut. I need to cut these 2 long face frames, this 1 short face frame. And then, oh yeah, the other reason I bought that big curly board was to make sure I have curly wood for the panels and for the door itself. Because the inside can look drab and meh, but the outside is going to be curly. Or as Hank Budd likes to say, we're going to make it, because he bans.
He uses curly wood for furniture.
Yeah.
The decadence.
Yeah. All right. We are going to get one more thing cut. So the inside's going to be just regular cherry because it's the inside.
Figured.
Yeah, Hank Budd likes to use figured, and we came to an agreement on his stream that I will use chatoyant. We are going to use chatoyant wood for the exterior. Word of the day. Chatoyancy. Yes, and honestly, I learned that word from, geez, what's that YouTuber's name? There's a YouTuber that does nothing but like turns wood that he finds in the woods and like makes like.
Free Fall said, I hate the word chatoyant.
Yeah, I wondered if TTS would even be able to say chatoyant.
Cat said, chartoyance.
Okay, we got that. Wait.
The looks out of the world's amazing.
Wait.
Free Fall said,
Duh.
it's a top 10 worst word.
I'm sorry, Free Foul. I'm sorry.
Cat said, what do you call it then?
Figured or curly, I guess, or whatever kind of figure it has. Chatoyancy is just that shiny,
Fall said,
curly thing, but there's curly, there's quilted, there's blah blah blah. There's
Tiger.
yeah, like there's tons of different ways to describe
Cat said,
the pattern.
it's not the exact same though.
But I'm fine just calling it chatoyant or curly or figured. I do like the word chatoyant just because it's all fancy. But it's not a requirement to use. Like I'm going to end up saying curly more than
I
anything.
called it bloody expensive. Cat said, chartoyance is more like the shine that comes with figure or curl or what have you.
Yeah, it's a chatoyant is chatoyancy and chatoyance is the quality. It's
Tell how you will.
I think after we cut this shelf, we're gonna go ahead and raid out. This is cutting it close to the edge of my bench for clearance, but
Free like shit toy.
I mean, okay, cat toyancy. We'll pronounce the CH hard and make it cat toyancy. Or cat tancy.
Wow. LOL said, LOL.
Cat tanacy instead of shatoyancy.
Cat said, fail fish.
Yep. That was a bad joke. The dad joke is not with me today. Okay, there we go. We got to slice the entire. Okay, that is the last of shelves, because found out at the last minute there's actually 4 shelf pieces I needed. So we got most of the carcass wood done, which makes me extraordinarily happy, because I was really not happy about getting back into the furniture making, and then I'm checking my bags of desiccant too to see how bad they are. They're still blue, which is good. They're not full of moisture then.
That little nail said, "'Cause you moved your carcass onto stream LUL."
All right, so there we go. Made it pretty far. Oh no! Nobody saw that. No proof. Okay. But we are getting through some. Here's the other thing. I'm getting through some cherry at this point. I can move my cherry down here now into the cherry stack because I've got a. Well, I expect that. Cat will clip everything. It is part of cat to clip. We'll just leave these up here so they can have a decent. That is my phone. I will get him a call in a second.
How do you even know?
Oh, my phone, because I can hear it. But you probably couldn't hear it because it's very, very low. But we do. Oh, how do I know Cat clipped it? Because it's Cat. Cat clips everything embarrassing and holds me for ransom. That is how Cat do. All right, I'm gonna mute you guys for a second. Let's find someone to raid to because I am at that point. I wish I could have went to noon, but I'm getting tired. So let's open up and see if we can find someone to raid to here. What the hell happened to Twitch? Give me my following. All right, let's see. Blapple is doing a leather bag. We got Viking. Ish Wood is currently streaming. Miss Beekeeper doesn't look like she's doing much of anything interesting at the moment. Also, feel free to suggest I think, honestly, let's do Ishwood. It looks like he's doing something very interesting. With his, he does CNC wood, so yeah, we'll raid to Ish today. How about that? Oh, it's Alpine is doing wood stuff. Let me go look at that. It's Alpine. ITS. Oh, he's building a kit boat. Cool. Yeah, 1 second. We will, yeah, let's raid to him. Okay, I'm perfectly fine raiding to someone I don't know, because that's how you grow. So we're going to raid, it's Alpine. Looks like he's making a little kit like balsa boat. Looks interesting. Hopefully the weather agrees on Wednesday and we can continue on. If not, I'll keep you guys posted on when the next time I'll be able to stream via weather or what, you know, weather permitting streams. Just keep in touch and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.